Okay, so let us start. Fine. So we are going to discuss about connections of series and parallel connection of two-port networks. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Anyone, please
Yes,
respond me.
sir.
Okay, fine then. Okay, so let us first discuss what is series and what is parallel. You know that very well, but still we need to discuss it. Okay, so let us consider two resistors are there. Okay, and we are going to go for series connection. So remember that, let us say this is the first terminal of the first resistor. Let us mark this as R1 resistor and this is R2 resistor. Okay, fine. And let us say this is nothing but the second terminal. I hope the resistor, fixed resistor, is having only two terminals. Am I right?
सर स्क्रीन दिसत नाहीये.
Screen is not visible. Oh
नाही.
my god, what is the problem then? Now is it visible?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
thanks for the response. Okay, so shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
सर थोड्या
Okay,
ना
great.
दिसते.
थोड्यांना दिसते. अरे बापरे, आता हा थोड्यांचा मग कसा इश्यू सॉल्व्ह करायचा रे आता बाळांनो? I think the network issue is there from your side, I think, because most of the students are getting the screen view. Is it okay to continue, or what should we do?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sir, can you please record the session?
yes, I'm recording actually.
Okay, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm recording. Don't worry about it. I will record it and I will post it onto the YouTube, and I will post the link of it. Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we continue, or what would we should do? Shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go ahead. Fine. Okay. So this is nothing but your R1 resistor and this is R2 resistor. Right now we are performing, or we are doing the series connection of this. So there are two terminals to the resistors right now. Okay. So let us mark this as a first terminal and let us mark this second terminal of this R1 resistor. Similarly, R2 will have two terminals. Let us mark those terminals as again 1 and 2. Okay. So remember that whenever the second terminal of the R1 is connected to the first terminal of the R2, okay, or alternate terminals have been connected to each other of R1 and R2, then that type of connection is called as a series connection. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so if I'm going to apply the supply to this, what is going to happen? The amount of current that is entering into this particular two resistor, series resistor, will it be same or different?
Same.
It will be same, right? So let us say this is current entering I1, and let us say this is current leaving I1. Will it be same? Because we haven't changed the values of resistors. So until and unless we are not going
Yeah,
to
it will
change
be
the values
same.
of resistors, definitely the currents will become same, or it will remain same, isn't it? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so this is nothing but your series connection. Are you getting it? And remember that for this series connection, the voltage is going to get divided, right? So we have seen the voltage divider rule, right? So it may be called as VR1, the voltage drop across R1, and this is called as voltage drop across R2, isn't it? VR2, right? So total voltage V is equals to VR1 plus VR2. Am I right? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So what is R equivalent of the series combination? काय असतो series combination चा equivalent resistor? Addition का त्याची
R1 plus
multiplication
R.
and division? Yes, R1 plus R2,
Addition.
right? Very good. So R1 plus R2 is the R equivalent. Okay, so these are the prerequisites. You know this very well. I know that, but still I need to make a clear that how we are going to go for the series and parallel connection of two-port network. Right now we are discussing about the connections of two-port network. So we have two-port network, and such two-port networks we are going to connect in a series and parallel manner. Okay, so for that purpose, I need to discuss these fundamentals so that I can clear out the fundamentals of your connecting the different two-port networks. Is that fine? Okay. Now let us discuss parallel combination. So now let us draw two resistors. Okay. So what is parallel combination? Parallel combination. Let us again mark the terminals 1 and 2. Okay. Sorry, this is R1, R2. So remember that in parallel combination, both the first terminals of R1 and R2 are connected to each other, as well as both the second terminals are connected to the each other. Okay, so this is nothing but called as a parallel combination. Are you getting it? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and up to this, the current incoming current is remaining constant, right? But after this, as this is a current division, that is nothing but it is branching of two different resistor. So definitely two currents are going to split. So that I current is going to get splitted into two branches, right? So here the current is, after applying KCL, I is equals to, let us say this is I1 current, and let us say this is I2 current. Okay, so I1 plus I2 will be the total current, right? After applying KCL at this particular junction. Okay, so if I'm going to consider this as a junction, let us say V1, and if I'm going to apply KCL at this junction, then the equation for the current will be what? I is equals to I1 plus I2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, please tell me what is going to happen with respect to voltage. Will it be same across both the resistor? What will be the voltage drop
Yes, yes.
across R1? Will it be VDC? Is it VDC?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember that the drop across each resistor will be equal to the applied supply. Is it fine? Okay. So remember that the drop across R1 and R2 will be same as that of VDC. Okay. But the current is going to get divided. Okay, so these are the two different scenarios in which we are going to have the connections between the resistors or components, right? So remember that in case of series connection, the current is going to remain, but voltage is going to get divided. But in case of parallel connection, the current is going to get divided, that is, it is going to get splitted, but voltage is going to remain constant across the resistors. I hope this fundamental is clear to you people.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me discuss what will be the equivalent resistor for the parallel combination. What is the parallel combination equivalent resistors? We used to calculate this as 1 upon R equivalent is equals to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, is it? Okay, so we used to calculate this, okay, and 1 upon R equivalent, remember that what is, okay, Now remember that Z is equivalent to R. Am I right? Impedance is equivalent to a resistor, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
hope we have seen this. Yes. And what about Y? What is Y? It is 1 upon R or 1 upon Z. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember these two fundamentals now. Is that fine? Okay. So how we used to calculate the equivalent resistor R1 plus R2? Let us do the cross multiplication. Okay. So R2 will be multiplied over here and R1 will be multiplied over here. Okay, to 1. And then denominator is R1, R2. And in order to find out R equivalent, we are going to take a reciprocal, isn't it? And that's why we have got this equation. Am I right? I hope this you might have studied in the I think 8th or 9th, or you might have studied in the 10th as well. Yes, is it?
Yes.
Okay, great. So remember that whenever we are looking for the series connection of two-port network, we are considering Z parameters. Is that fine? Why we are considering Z parameters? Because its equivalent is nothing but purely resistive or a resistance type of thing. But in case of parallel combination, what is going to happen? It is Y. Am I right? Is it Y equivalent? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Correlate this over here, right? So Y is equals to 1 upon R equivalent, isn't it? So remember that whenever we are going to go for series connection, we need to consider Z parameter. Okay. And whenever we are going for parallel combination, we need to consider Y parameter. Is it fine? I hope this fundamental is clear to you people now. So let us go to the series combination of two-port network. Okay, so let us go to the series combination of two-port network. Okay, so let me draw two-port network as a block diagram only, right? Black box. We used to draw it, isn't it? Okay, and let me draw over here another two-port network. Is that fine? How we used to do the series connection? The second terminal is connected to the first terminal of the other resistor. Yes, second terminal is connected to the other terminal of the another resistor, and the two terminals are connected to the voltage source. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope the things are clear now. If I didn't discuss those things, okay, the preliminary things, whatever we have discussed just right now, you could not understood this. Okay, you couldn't understood this. Fine. So remember that in order to make clear things, I need to go for something that is nothing but called as a fundamental things that you might have studied in the uh, previous classes, right? Okay. So let us mark this as a X network. Okay, and let us mark this as a Y network. Now this Y network is not Y parameter. Remember this thing. Don't get confused. Okay. So over here we are going to use Z parameter equations only. So let us mark this as, okay, this current is entering as I. Okay. Let us say I1, and this current is entering to this X network. So that's why we are terming it as I1X. Okay. And what about this? Will it be same or different? Recall your previous diagram. Just check it out. whether it is same or different. Whatever the current entering, that will be leaving, isn't it? So it must be same, right? So this must be I1X, right? And now as this I1X is entering into the, let us say, Y network, so let me mark this as I1Y. Is it visible properly? Is it visible properly?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, fine then. Great. So by leaving that register, what will the current? I1Y, definitely. It will not change as we haven't changed the values of the registers. Yes or no? And finally, at this point, what will be the output? It is I1 current. Am I right? So similarly, on this side as well, let us say this is I2. This I2 is entering, let us say, and I2X is going to enter into this X network. And then what it is going to happen? It is going to leave the current I2X, right? And this is nothing but the entering current for Y network. So that's why it is I2Y. And finally, it is coming out of that Y network as I2Y. And that is nothing but my I2 current. Is that fine? And finally, the applied or the voltage at this net port is nothing but V2. And let us say voltage at V1, oh sorry, V2Y, Y network is V2Y. Okay. And voltage for this is V1Y. Sorry, V1, V2X, not V2Y or V2, V1Y. Okay. Remember that. Again, go for the previous slide. Voltage is going to get divided, right? Am I right? Voltage is going to get divided. So this V1, V is going to get divided as V1R, VR1 and VR2. Yes. Am I right? Hope the things are clear. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thanks. Great. What about this then? It will be V1X, no? Up to this, let us say. The voltage is going to get divided, isn't it? Okay. So over here as well, and this is nothing but V1Y. Why that is called as V1 and V2? Because input side is always termed as a 1 and output side is always termed as 2, right? So that's why we are calling or naming that as V1X and V1Y. V1X represents V1 voltage for this X network. V1Y represents V1 voltage at this Y network because of this V1. Are you getting it? Similarly, for V2, this is nothing but V2X and this is nothing but V2Y. Are you getting it? Great. So let us write the equations for Z parameter for X network. Okay. Let us write. Okay. Before to that, from figure, it is clear that from figure, it is clear that what things are clear from this figure? The currents are equal, right? So I1 is equals to I1X is equals to I1Y. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So from figure, it is clear that I1 is equals to I1X is equals to I1Y. Similarly, what about I2? I2 is also same. So I2 is equals to I2X equals to I2Y. Am I right? Okay. Now what about voltages? V1 is equals to, is it the addition of these two voltages? Recall it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You just recall this? Yes or no? So V is equals to VR1 plus VR2. In a similar manner, that will be also same. Okay. So V1 is equals to V1x plus V1y. Am I right? And in similar note, V2 is equals to V2x plus V2y. Isn't it? So these are the some things that has been cleared from this particular diagram. Okay. Now let us write the equations for, let us write, let us write equations of z, sorry, z parameters for x and y network, x and y network. Okay. So what are the equations of z parameter? V1 and V2 at the left hand side, right? And Z multiplied with I will be at right hand side. Am I right? Yes or no? Please respond. Are these
Yes, sir.
equations Z? Okay. So remember that right now let us write the Z parameter equation for X network. So you need to suffix X everywhere. Okay. So this is Z11X, I1X, right? Z12X, I2X. Okay. So only suffix X is added over here. Nothing else we did. Okay. Fine. So over here as well. Z21X, sorry, yes, Z21X, I1X plus Z22X, I2X. Is it clear? Hope the Z parameter equations for X network we have written in a proper way and you have understood it properly. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How you are responding? That's very energetic, I think so. Okay, so V1 and V2 is equals to, again similarly, Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Okay, similarly Z21. Now what we need to replace instead of X? Everywhere you must be writing Y. Okay, so V1Y, V2Y is equals to Z11Y, I1Y, Z12Y, I2Y. Similarly, Z21Y, I1Y, Z22Y, I2Y. So X and Y only we have added extra suffix to this. Yes. Okay. Now mark the equations. Let us mark the equations. So let us say this is your equation number one. Okay. So these two equations. Let us say this is equation number one, and let us say these two equations. Okay, V1 and V2 as equation number two. Right. Let us say this both the equations are, let us say, equation number 3, and these two equations, let us say, equation number 4. Okay. Now, okay, so we are going to find out the series combination. Fine. So let us use equation number 2 now. Okay, let us use equation number 2, that is V1 is equals to V1x plus V1y, and let us put whatever these V1x and V1y, okay, these equations into this final equation. Okay, so let us take this. V1 is equals to V1x plus V1y. It is very simple. Okay, and what is V1x? V1x is having this as equation. So Z11x plus, sorry, Z11x into I1x plus Z12x into I2x, right? And what about V1y? This is the equation, right? So those equation only you have to put it over here. Are you getting it? So let us do that. Okay, so let me show the arrows over here. So v1 is equals to, I'm going to put v1x as z11x I1x plus z12x I2x. And what is the equation for v1y? It is nothing but this one, right? So let us put it over here. There is a plus sign in between, right? Okay, so therefore z11y I1y plus z12y I2y. Am I right? Now, okay, recall it. Recall equation number one. So wherever there is I1x, I1y, you have to put it as I1, and wherever there is I2x and I2y, you have to put it as I2, because all these terms are having equal to I2 or I1. Is that fine? Let us do that. So wherever you find I1x and I1y, you need to put it as I1. Okay. So over here, okay, let me change the color. Over here, I'm going to put it as I1. Yes, is it right? And at this place of I2x and I2y, I'm going to put it as I2. Okay. So this will be represented as I1, this will be represented as I1, this will be represented as I2, and this will be represented as I2. Is it fine? Okay, so let us go for V1 is equals to Z11X I1 plus Z12X I2 plus Z11Y I1 plus Z12Y I2. Am I right? Great. Now let us club the terms of I1 and I2. Okay, let us do that. So Z11X plus Z11Y multiplied by I1 plus Z12X plus Z12Y I2. This is nothing but, let us say, equation number 5. And let us compare this equation with the standard Z parameter equation. Okay. So standard Z parameters equation comparing with, okay, comparing with standard Z parameter equation. So V1 is equals to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. So this is your first equation of Z parameter, right? So if you are going to compare this with this equation, that is equation number 5, what you will be getting? The V1 will be same, V1 is same, I1, I2 are same. What about Z11 and Z12? So on comparing, I am getting Z11 is equals to Z11X plus Z11Y, isn't it? And finally, what about Z12X? Sorry, Z12, not X. So Z12 is nothing but Z12X plus Z12Y. Am I right? So if you are going to derive these, you will be getting 4 marks. If the question is for 8 marks. Okay. So this is the only derivation. This is the theoretical part actually. Is that fine? Great. Now let us do, okay. Now let us go for the other two parameters, right? So in order to go for other two parameters, what we need to go for? We need to go for this. V2 is equals to V2x plus V2y. And then you are going to put it as equations of V2x and V2y in that particular equation. So let us do that. I hope you are getting this. So V2 is equals to V2x plus V2y. Okay. And V2x is nothing but Z21x I1x plus Z22x I2x. What about V2y? V2y is nothing but Z21y I1y plus Z22y I2y. In similar condition also, here you are going to put I1, or you are going to replace I1x and I1y as I1, okay, and I2x and I2y you are going to replace it as I2. This is from equation number 1. Am I right? And then you are going to club out the I1 and I2 terms. Okay, so let me do these two steps in a single step. Okay, so Z21x plus Z21y I1 plus Z22x plus Z22y into I2. This is my final equation. And comparing with standard Z parameter equation. So let us write V2 is equals to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. We get what we get then? Z21 is equals to Z21x plus Z21y. This is the third parameter that you have got after performing this process. And finally, I'll be getting Z22 as Z22x plus Z22y. So remember that once you are going to get these four parameters, you will be getting the 8 marks. Okay, if it is for 8 marks or if it is 7 marks, then you will be getting 7 marks. I hope you have understood this, and this is very easy once you understand that particular basic phenomenon of your series connection and parallel connection. I hope it is easy. Yes, have you understood this?
Sir, can you just
Yes, sir.
summarize once again?
Okay, let me go for it. First, you need to draw the diagram. Is that fine? So first you need to understand what is series and what is parallel connection. Yes, and once you understand what is series and what is parallel connection, then you are going to draw this diagram. Am I right? I hope this diagram is clear to you people, how I have drawn this diagram.
Yes, sir.
Yes, great. Then you have to write X network and Y network. So the current entering into the X network at input side is termed as I1X, and the voltage across that particular network is called as V1X. That current is leaving, it is also I1X, and whenever it is entering into the Y network, then it is called as I1Y. Am I right? If it is leaving from that Y network, then it is I1Y. But in all, total current will same. That is I1, right? And in the similar manner on the other side, that is at the output side. Okay. Remember that the voltage V is going to get divided. That is V1 is going to get divided because this is nothing but a series connection. So whenever the series connection is there, voltage is going to get divided across those resistors. So that's why we have represented V1X and V1Y. Addition of these two is nothing but equal to the V1 according to the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Yes. Okay. And then from this diagram, we have understood something, and that we have written over here. Okay. So from figure, it is clear that the currents are equal and the voltages are nothing but the addition of V1X and V1Y is equals to V1, and V1, V2X and V2Y are nothing but V2, right? And finally, we have written Z parameters for X network and Y network. Is that fine? So these are the equations of Z parameter for corresponding X network. So everywhere you have assigned a suffix as X. Okay. And similarly, for the Y network, you have assigned a suffix as Y. That's it. You know the Z parameter equations. Once you remember these Z parameter equations, you are going to write it only X and Y for each and every component present in that in the equations, right? And then from the particular equation number, let us say equation number 2. Okay, so first we are going to use this one, and we know the equation for v1x and v1y. Okay, so in equation number, from equation number 3, so this is a partial part of equation number 3, right? So this first equation I'm going to put it as v1x. Yes, I hope that we have done it, right? And this is v1y, right? And that equation we are going to put it over here, okay, in spite of this v1y, right? And similarly, what is current? Current is nothing but I1, right? If it is I1x or I1y, we are going to write it as I1 in a generalized way, right? And in case of I2, I2x and I2y, you are going to write it as I2. So we have done that replacement as well. And finally, we have clubbed the I1 and I2 terms. And then we have compared these equations. Okay, so this is your final equation. Let us say equation number 5. We have compared that with the standard equation, Z parameter equation. So it is not consisting of any x or y, right? So simply we have written this standard equation of Z parameter, right? So V1 is equals to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. And we have compared these two values now, or equations rather we can call. Okay, and from that we got that this is equal to this and this is equals to this. You got it? So once you are going to write this, you will be getting 4 marks. And then in a similar fashion, if you are going to do this, v2 is equals to v2x plus v2y and all these things, same process whatever we have followed in a previous case, same thing we are going to do this, and you are going to compare it with this. Then you will be getting z21 is nothing but this equation and z22 is nothing but this equation. That's it. I hope this is very simple.
Yes, sir. It is clear now.
Okay, great. What's the time? It's 11:05. Shall we go with the parallel connection, or shall we stop? What should we do? काय करायचं? थांबायचं का घ्यायचं पुढचं? काय सांगत आहेत म्हणजे थांबायलाच पाहिजे बहुतेक. Is it so? Okay, no problem. Right now it's 11:06. Fine. So I think we should stop over here. Fine. I'll download the attendance sheet. Roughly 53 students are there. Hope the session was good and interactive.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hope you understood everything, whatever I have discussed in this particular